Hey everybody, my name's Holly, if you don't know me. Like most people, if you look at my social media, there's tons of fun stuff. So I've got to be on television since 2006 and do crazy fun things on TV, was on a national show for years and years and years. I'm a singer, so I get to post about singing and meeting great musicians. I'm part owner of a jazz club in Portland, 1905, which is super fun to meet people and post things about how cool that part of my life is. And that's all real, but I think most of us post only the good stuff and there's more to the story. So just really recently, I felt it was important to share more of my story and the stuff that is behind the scenes that a lot of people don't know, or people know but they don't realize is still a struggle. So I am a widow, and my husband and I were married 13 years. He was the love of my life, Scott Resnick. We have four amazing children, four beautiful children together. And then 10 years ago, in May of 2009, he passed away. He was in a plane crash and died. Instantly, life was changed. Everything that we had was gone. And, I can talk about this later, but basically I went to bed one night as a wife and with a charming little family, humble, sweet little family. And I woke up the next morning and had to bring all four of my kids into my room and put them on my bed and tell them that their dad was gone forever. I'm not gonna cry. But it's been 10 years, and I recently met a woman, a beautiful woman, and she had just lost her husband. I think she's in her first year. And she asked me a question. She said, "Does it get easier?" And I remember watching this show called Flaked on Netflix. I love Venice Beach, so it takes place in Venice Beach, and it's actually kind of about Alcoholics Anonymous, about a lot of things. But anyway, in this episode, a newbie to AA said to someone who'd been there a while, "Does it get easier?" And his answer was really brilliant, because he said, "No, it doesn't get easier. You just get better at dealing with how hard it is." And I would say that about being a widow to anyone who sadly has to be on this journey. It is a journey. It is difficult, but you do get better at dealing with how hard it is. And I'm 10 years ahead of people who might just now be having to walk this walk. And I don't have a ton of advice or like expert advice, but I do have experience. They say talk about what you know, and this is what I know. So I've been wanting to share more about what it's like. I know what it's like to wake up that first morning. I know what the first week is like. I know what the first year is like. I know how hard it is to see your children grieve day after day and how that comes out in post-traumatic, ways throughout the years. So I'm 10 years into being a widow. I don't have all the answers, but I do have compassion and grace, so much grace for people, and empathy. And I really, really want to talk more about it. And if this isn't for you, that's so good. I'm so glad this isn't for you. But if you know somebody who is grieving a loss this big, or if if you just want to know how to handle it or how to help people, that's what I want to start talking about. So this is just an introduction. This is my first go at what I think I'm going to call it is Widow Speak. Kind of like Widow's Peak, but Widow Speak, because I speak widow. That's what I know. I have love for you. I have grace for you. I have empathy for you. I have laughter for you, because I think that's a huge part of it. But all right, so this is just an introduction. The next time I post, it will be something helpful. And I would love to hear your stories, and I would love to hear your questions. And you know what? I hope that we can develop a community of really just real talk and love for each other. So if you have something mean to say, go away. We don't want to hear it. Only encouragement and love and kindness, because you never know truly what someone's real story is. So let's share.